maybe
Right.
anxiety or any depression or anything.
Right. So basically, it's a transformation from within where you're trying to help people understand कि ये थोड़ी सी कमियां हैं, ये parameters है, but this takes me to a very important question कि आप assess कैसे करेंगे कि ये पैरामीटर्स है कि मैं बीमार हूँ या बीमार, लेट मी नॉट यूज अ नेगेटिव वर्ड, आई लैक अ सर्टेन थिंग इन माय बॉडी, तो वो पैरामीटर्स क्या होने वाले हैं?
सो ऐसा है, हम जो बेसिक हमारा जो टेस्ट होता है, बेसिक हम जो टेस्ट करेंगे वो उसके ऊपर हमारा विटामिन और मिनरल्स का टेस्ट होता है, हमारा डीएनए पे टेस्ट होता है, हमारा टेलीमोस पे टेस्ट होता है, ईच एंड एवरी हमारा परसेप्शन देखने का नज़रिया, जो बीमारी है, जो रिपोर्ट है वो अलग से, इट्स नॉटिंग दैट कि हम जो नॉर्मल देखते हैं वैसा नहीं, हमारा बेसिक नॉर्मल से भी नहीं बात करते, हम अपने कैसे इन्हांस करना है, कैसे उसके ऊपर करना है, उस ऊपर बात करते हैं, एंड देन वी कम टू नो वेदर दिस इज टेक्नोलॉजी। बहुत सारा है हमारे पास जो हम खाली स्कैन करके देख सकते हैं आपका, विदाउट इन्वेजिंग एनी पिन नीडल या कोई ब्लड, बिना चेक करके आपको बता सकते हैं कि क्या इश्यूज है आपके अंदर, वो भी सेलुलर लेवल पे देख के बता सकते हैं हम लोग। इट्स नथिंग दैट कि हमको आपसे ब्लड निकाल के लेके जाना है, हमारा खाली ये स्पिट रहेगा, हमारा खाली नॉन इन्वेजिव ऐसा स्कैनर रहेगा जहाँ पे वो देखेंगे और बता सकते हैं कि आपके प्रॉब्लम क्या है, एंड देन वी विल रिप्लेनिश दैट, देन वी वर्क ऑन इट, एंड देन वी कैन what do you call that, it's called anti-aging basically, जो हम आपका रिवर्स करेंगे, रिवर्सल डिजीज वैसा कर सकते हैं.
That's amazing. That is something that I think everybody is searching for, how to reverse age in today's day and age. Very importantly, जैसा आपने कहा, assess करने के लिए parameters, we've got legit doctors over here in your team who are going to be, Dr. Anish is also going to be a part of it. So congratulations, and I think a big round of applause for this gentleman over here who's also part of the team, Dr. Anish. I've also heard very interestingly, before I open the Q&A for the press, बहुत important सवाल है, मैंने सुना है कि hangover shots भी है
ना,
नहीं ये इम्पोर्टेंट आप पूछ रहा क्योंकि संडे खुला है ना.
हाँ संडे भी खुला है.
नहीं वो जरूरी है, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग, मेरे लिए नहीं, मेरे को प्रोटीन शॉट चाहिए, आप मुझे बता दो. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग लेजिट हैंगओवर शॉट के बारे में थोड़ा बताओ, दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
सो हैंगओवर, बहुत सारा हैंगओवर होता है, पीपल गो एंड पार्टी अराउंड, और यंगस्टर्स काफ़ी होते हैं, देन नेक्स्ट डे पे फिर उनका सर दर्द होता है, उनका दिमाग काम नहीं कर पा रहा है उनका है. सो फॉर दैट वी कम हियर, वी गेट देम अ हैंगओवर आईवी, जहाँ पे हम उनका डिटॉक्स करते हैं, जो अल्कोहल जो ब्लड में चलता रहता है, एंड विच इज क्रिएटिंग अ प्रॉब्लम, वी ट्राई टू डिटॉक्स दैट, वी ट्राई टू रिमूव दैट अल्कोहल फ्रॉम योर बॉडी एंड डिटॉक्स द सेम अल्कोहल.
You know, years back when I worked with Anna for the first time in 2018, sir, I had said this line when I was with you. On the weekends, I spend time with the bar and not at the bar. So I think I've stuck to that concept.
I can see that.
And I've stuck to that
That's
concept.
the first thing I told you. I never forget.
Yeah, I know. And we had this legit conversation in 2018 about health and fitness. So thank you very much. We've got a gist of what the biohacker is and the biohacking. And this is one of the best things that has happened, because ultimately we want to be at the best of our performance level at work, at home, at family, everywhere that we go. So I think a big round of applause to these two gentlemen who are genuinely trying to bring about a change in optimizing health and fitness. The press, ladies and gentlemen, please take your name and you can ask your questions. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm just going to pass on the mic.
So far, this is the first of the biohackers clinics, right? So overall, what's the plan to extend it across India?
I think once we have a hold on everything that we have here, the idea is to probably we're still seeing how we need to take it forward. We definitely are going to. Whether it's going to be clinics all over or one epic biohacking center in the city, which would probably, we've already kind of identified the place. It's a 15,000-20,000 square feet place. And then the next step would be a destination, you know, where the dream is to have a biohacking center. Dream is to have a strip where, like a Vegas, it's not going to be about clubs and gambling joints, but it's going to be about areas of health, where probably people on weekends say, you know, let's go and pick up everything that we need on health there and also work on ourselves. So it's going to be, it's got to be a destination. It's a 5-year, 7-year plan, 5-year plan, but the bigger center very, very soon.
Good afternoon, Suniel sir. Good afternoon, Lalit. Mansi Dave from ET Now this side. Many congratulations on this new innovation. In this era where we see everything changing right away in lesser time to be ahead of the curve is very much necessary. Why do you think is a concept like biohacking necessary in today's time?
Because it's about preventive wellness. We've been through one pandemic, and we want to make sure that if the next one hits, we're way ahead of the curve. You know, we can cure our own bodies. We can cure ourselves mentally, physically, and otherwise. Even from a science perspective, we're way ahead. And somewhere down the line, biohacking involves a lot of India also. So you see, it's about being happy. It's about you breathing right, you understanding your ailments and working on it. Whether it's through science or whether it's individually, some people can afford, some people can't. Whether it's nutrition that'll cure it, or whether it's that mental space. What happens to the generation that comes next? For me, biohacking is also walking in a forest. People talk about grounding and walking bare feet. Our Rishi Munis and our gurus always did it. First it was called junk, dirt, Indians, sit on the ground, but everybody is following it. So the West has always picked up everything, presented it differently. Yoga, hot yoga. अरे गर्मी में ही योगा होती है इंडिया में यार. कहाँ बर्फ पड़ती है सब जगह. So that's why I've always argued, I've always fought, and I've always held our own, and I've always placed ourselves ahead of anybody else. So whether it's healing through food or healing through spices, this is what biohacking is all about. The minute you have an idea of your ailment, you start working on it. It could be here, it could be at home, it could be anywhere. So we're there, and because Lalit is married to this cause. Sorry, but because Lalit is married to this, there's a lot of focus, and Satvik he is anyways. So he's God's child. It works brilliantly for me because there's a mindset that works, and for me, depression is not about "Arey yaar, ye pagal hai yaar." No, it's about a chemical imbalance. It's about looking at somebody differently. If it's a drug addict, I would never say इसको जेल में डाल दो यार. मैं बोलूँगा work on him. हमारा बच्चा हो सकता है, आपका भाई हो सकता है. Are we going to just dump someone, or are we going to start working on that child? So biohacking also involves being a great human being. Also means being compassionate about someone next to you. Because that dopamine from him might flow into him, and he might start feeling better. I watch cricket, I watch a sport, I watch children playing. I feel good about it. I get my childhood back. That is what it is all about.
So you writing a gratitude journal also is a biohacking basically. It's speaking something good about people, saying good about people, like how Suniel said. Seeing a good in a human being is biohacking. It's as simple as it.
You had a question, ma'am.
Yes. Hi, sir. Samina here from Times of India. My question is to Suniel, sir. I wanted to ask you, have you tried the biohacker treatment on you, and what effects have you seen on yourself?
Clarity, especially from a skin perspective, ice and that dunk feels amazing. I mean, it's death when you get into it, but the recovery is unbelievable. And the thing is, for me, more than treatments, I've always followed this routine. There is this term now called biohacking, which is very good. Biologically, you understand yourself, and and you're hacking all the ailments and working on it. So, like I said, this is a clinic the science and you'll understand what is wrong with you. But the larger centers are centers where you can understand yourself better and heal yourself on your own. Like I said, I send you into a forest. If you ever go for a safari in the morning, when you're back from the safari, you're on a different high. What is that high? Has somebody injected anything into you? Nothing. It's just that you breathe better, you're thinking better. There's mind fog that is there, doesn't exist anymore. It's like yoga and sport and the adrenaline that you get when you exercise. That's it. And yes, I every treatment is something that I want to go into. There are certain issues that when I checked, there are some impurities in my chemicals in my own bloodstream, and I've always believed that I've eaten right. It's not what I've eaten; it's where the produce has come from that probably is wrong, and we have no control over that. So it's just about understanding and improving and staying healthy.
Thank you.
Mr. Damani, one very important question is about the therapies. Sir just spoke about the ice therapy and a lot of other things that help. But can you take us in brief through the therapies that are there that you will be providing in the biohacker?
So, first of all, we have IV therapy, wherein we will deliver the nutrients directly into your bloodstream wherever we find that there is any deficiency in vitamin or minerals or any such problems we have. We'll try to give the IV as per our reports, and then that is delivered immediately, and that's an instant result what we can see in few hours also. And thereafter we have compression therapies like हमारा जो ड्रेनेज सिस्टम होता है बॉडी का, जो लिम्फेटिक ड्रेनेज बोलते हैं उसको. सो बेसिकली इट रिमूव्स द लिम्फ ड्रेनेज फ्रॉम आवर नोड्स, उनको डिटॉक्स कर लेते हैं. देन वी हैव HBOT जो हाइपोबेरिक ऑक्सीजन थेरेपी बोलते हैं, जहाँ पे है वी हैव बेड लाइक एंड यू आर इन ले डाउन इन कंप्रेस्ड इन्वायरमेंट. वहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है एंड इट गोज़ इनटू योर प्लाज्मा डायरेक्टली एंड गिव द रिजल्ट्स. इट रीचेस टू द ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी मच फास्टर as it's required whenever it is a problem. Then we have peptide therapy. So peptide is something जो अभी next generation treatment होगा साइंस में. Is going to be a big one, जहाँ पे peptide will be working as a protein treatment है basically. We are giving protein into your body and it is going to heal. बहुत सारे operations हैं, surgery है जो बच सकती है उससे. We can regenerate the tissues, ligaments. बहुत सारा fast movement होता है. So about 30 days treatment and you have a different overall totally अलग ही उसका result है. Then we have infrared ozone therapy, जहाँ पे we able to burn 400 calories, we able to detox. हमारा डिटॉक्स जो भी वायरस फंगाई जो भी डिटॉक्स ट्रीटमेंट हो जाता है. इट्स अबाउट 30 मिनट्स सेशन, जहाँ पे वी एबल टू गेट दैट एनी मेटल्स जो भी है वो सब डिटॉक्स कर सकते हैं हम लोग. देन वी हैव रेड लाइट थेरेपी, जो ये बहुत अभी आज की तारीख में बहुत चल रहा है. रेड लाइट थेरेपी बेसिकली डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ रेड लाइट, इंफ्रारेड लाइट्स होती है जो आपके स्किन में जाती है. इट गोज़ डीप इनसाइड. Every light has a blue, green, red. Every light has a different nanometers का उनका strength है, which goes deep inside your skin, stimulate the mitochondria, and basically हमारा जो cellular treatment होता है इसके ऊपर, it works on the roots, the cells, जहाँ पे हमारे ये ATP जनरेट होती है. Then we have skin का glow होता है. Then we have a lot of pain relief things which is work through red light therapy. Then we have इंट्रावेनियस लेज़र थेरेपी, जो रेड लाइट थेरेपी होती है. ऐसा सीधा डायरेक्ट हम आपके ब्लड में फ्लो में वी आर गेटिंग इनटू दैट एंड वी गिविंग लाइट्स इनटू, तो उसका हीलिंग इज़ मच मोर फास्टर, बहुत ज़्यादा फास्ट होते हैं उसके वजह से. सो देन वी हैव अ क्रायो थिंग विच इज़ वी पुट योर सेल्फ इन, आपको एक इन्वायरमेंट मतलब जो बर्फ़ का इन्वायरमेंट अबाउट माइनस डिग्री होता है, इस ऑलमोस्ट 0 डिग्री पे रखते हैं आपको, जहाँ पे आपका ब्लड फ्रीज हो जाता है. एंड देन इट्स इट इज देयर फॉर द मोमेंट टू कम आउट. उसका फ्लो जो है इतना फास्ट हो जाता है कि एनी पेन इन द बॉडी, लाइक इट्स अ रिकवरी बेसिकली. इट्स वर्क एज अ रिकवरी फॉर पीपल और द एथलीट्स और एनी ऑफ द थिंग प्रॉब्लम वी हैव. इज बूस्ट योर इम्यूनिटी ऑल्सो. सो देयर आर मल्टीपल थिंग्स विच वी वर्क. We see we have a DNA test, we have a oligo scan, basically we scan something. So a lot of new invented items are there which we work on it, and then we have a different results. Overall we can work on them.
So I think overall the whole gist of this afternoon is very simple that I understand, जो मुझे समझ में आता है कि optimization of human health, trying to bring about a change in the future, and like sir said very rightfully, on the weekends we are going to ask for vitamin D shots and not probably tequila shots. That's very interesting. I think what's very cool is something that we take from both of you all, that and what I have understood, and so not just as a fan but as somebody who believes, I'm from a generation who wants to see examples. I don't want to see people talk and tell me कि ऐसा करना चाहिए वैसा करना चाहिए, because I will not listen. I will just do the opposite. So thank you for leading with example, because you walk your talk and you've always done it. So thank you. This is not a part of my script, but this is just coming straight from my heart. And Mr. Dharmani, thank you so much, because I see you training in the morning, and sometimes when I am lazy, I'm like, yaar, ये कर रहे हैं तो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं भी जाके अपना सेट कंप्लीट कर लेता हूँ. So thank you very much for joining me, gentlemen, over here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being such an awesome press and giving us your time. Most importantly, time is the most precious thing. We'll one day learn to biohack this time also. But we've learned to reverse age through this technology. So thank you very much. My name is Glenn Sildana. I'm signing off, and we'll have a photo op session. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
so much.